Hey, it's John Kensil here with the Legendary Wid while he performs self-archeology. Check it out.
Wid, are you ready? Wid, are you ready?
John, don't talk to me like that. Nobody talks to me like that, all right? I'm trying to read here. I'm sorry, John. It's just so. I'm the Legendary Wid, and I'm going through my storage space here, and there's so much stuff. All right, and I'm doing archaeology on myself, John. All right, and so you don't have to do that. I know. I have signs of a nervous breakdown because I used to work in a mental institution.
Doing what?
As a cook. I used to serve soup to nuts. I used to think I was Tom Jones. Is that strange?
Is it?
It's not unusual. But to relax, ladies and gentlemen, in Legendary Wid, sometimes I like to read a book, John. I know I'm a big collector of VHS tapes and DVDs and records, but once in a while you like to kick back with a good paperback. You know, the paperback, as you can see, these are right over here. All right, they're cheaper than most, and it was started in Ireland way back in the day. But the modern ones, when they came to America, first it was over in England, and they had Penguin books. But the first one, Simon and Schuster, in the United States, okay, it was the book Lost Horizon. Do you know that? Lost Horizon, James Hilton. And that's where the term Shangri-La comes from. And it's a great movie with Frank Capra. You got to see it. Here's Strangers When We Meet. Isn't that a kind of oxymoron, Strangers When We Meet? And here on the shore, sort of like Frank Sinatra in From Here to Eternity. Remember that? The beautiful thing. That is two of my favorites right over here. Kim Novak, okay, and Kirk Douglas. I mean, and here's a serialization of it. And this is a no-holds-barred account of sin in Suburbia. All right? It goes into like some of the chapters here. The beginning of affair, a trip to a motel with its illusion of romance. Okay, I've been there. Motel 5.5. All right, the first, I like women. I like two kinds of women, imported and domestic. But of course, Kim Novak, how could he not fall for her? He's already married in the suburbs. It's the same old story. Right over here, the Beat Generation. Okay, here's a nice paperback, the Beat Generation, and these are all Beat Generations. Jack Kerouac on the road. He was on something else too, I hear. Okay, Norman Mailer I met at the Chelsea Hotel, and he told us, I told my girl to kiss me where it stinks, so I took her to Jersey. He told that joke to us, and his beautiful wife in leather pants. All right, here's Erskine Caldwell, or Erskine. Okay, he's the one who wrote that one that everybody uses, the mass killers. They all read that book. He's the, but this is Where the Girls Are Different. And look how suggestive. That guy's just inches away from first base, okay? He's not, and that's Where Girls and Other Stories. So here's Shakespeare on the back. You always got to get Shakespeare had a thing. Here's the thing, the miniature stories of the saints. Okay, I was brought up Catholic. I love the saints, but this is St. Lawrence. I've never read about St. Lawrence, and do you know who St. Lawrence is? They named the river after him and everything.
Larry.
Okay, St. Larry doesn't sound right. Like Larry of Arabia, Lawrence, St. Lawrence. Okay, Lawrence was he was a chosen deacon, and which means that he took care of the poor and the sick. And they thought that he was the treasurer. They thought St. Lawrence, and the Roman soldiers said, take us to where the treasure is. So he took them to the hospital where they cared for the sick and needy. And they didn't like that. So the Romans, honest to God, he had a sense of humor. That's why he did that. So the Romans get mad and they put him on a grill with a fire underneath. But still, when he's being burnt, St. Lawrence manages, because he had a good sense of humor, to say, turn me over. I think I'm done on this side. All right? If he's not my favorite saint from now on, nobody is. St. Lawrence, now you know who he is. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a pleasure. I've had a great time here in my storage space. Remember St. Lawrence, and remember, keep on watching. All right? Let's do a little archaeology on myself. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Wid, do you have any more books?
You know, John, I've got books up my wazoo, all right? But I love them still. I don't know what to throw out. I mean, an interplanetary adventure. Okay, this is before Star Wars. This is before, you know, they didn't have that. And look at these great, you know, self-isolation outfits that they have on, all right? That's a beautiful thing. The sands of Mars, okay? Like time through the hourglass, the sands of Mars. But, and right over here, an Ellery Queen. And look at the pocketbook. You see, we're talking about pocketbooks.
Oh.
And their logo is, of course,
A kangaroo.
a kangaroo with this little pocket here and that. That's supposed to be for baby kangaroos. Joeys they're called.
Did
Baby
you-
kangaroos, they're not supposed to put books in their marsupial's pouch.
Did you read that book?
Twice. And here's one, a paperback right over there. When the Fat Lady Sings, okay? And that's probably a reference to Wagner operas, okay? Where the woman would come out dressed as whatever the heck she was, an old-time German. And right there, when the Fat Lady, we're going to change this because it's politically incorrect to say the Fat Lady. When the Lady of Sighs sings, okay? Sighs sings, or sing sighs. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Legendary Wid. Keep on singing, and I guess she did.